They are considered the most notorious weapons in Chicago crime history, the Tommy guns of St. Valentine's Day. Two submachine guns, fully automatic, that produced a rat-a-tat-tat forever associated with Chicago. Now the I-team with those guns, used in a brutal and still unsolved gangland hit. 7 men cut down by a spray of 70 bullets. Thompson submachine guns, known as Tommy guns, sometimes called Chicago typewriters because the clatter of rapid shots sounds like an old-time typewriter. Combat weapons invented in the World War I era, repurposed by 1920s Chicago gangsters Al Capone and Bugs Moran.
These guns are like the Holy Grail.
These two Tommy guns are priceless, according to collectors of crime relics, because of what happened in this Lincoln Park cartage company used by the Bugs Moran Northside crime gang. 10:30 a.m., February 14th, 1929. The garage invaded by 4 Al Capone operatives, according to mobologists, an enemy hit squad, including 2 men wearing Chicago police uniforms. The submachine guns equipped with drum and stick magazines that could hold dozens of rounds of ammo. At gunpoint, they ordered the Moran gang to line up against this brick wall and open fire. 7 men ended up dead. Chicago shots heard round the world.
It is one of the longest unsolved murder mysteries there is. There's a lot of circumstantial evidence, and obviously we hold the 2 Thompson submachine guns that were proven to be used. It's never been proven who actually fired them.
For decades, Hollywood has solved the St. Valentine's Day massacre. Tinseltown, fascinated by the guns a-blazing Chicago storyline. This 1967 film calls the crime the most shocking event of America's most lawless era. But in real life, where evidence matters, across Lake Michigan from Chicago, the Berrien County Sheriff's Department has had the 2 Tommy guns since 1929, but has never been able to charge anyone with the city's most famous outfit hit. The submachine guns were found in this Michigan home 10 months after Valentine's Day. The homeowner, a known criminal, had killed a police officer during a drunken traffic stop.
It was something that my grandmother told me about when I was about 6 years old. She always would ask if I knew about the police officer that was killed by a gangster from Chicago in 1929. And of course, I had no idea.
But now Chris Lyon knows all about it, that this Capone-connected crook Fred Burke had killed St. Joseph, Michigan patrolman Charles Skelly on December 14, 1929. And in a then groundbreaking use of ballistic testing, authorities had linked 2 Tommy guns found in Burke's house to the unsolved St. Valentine's Day mass murders in Chicago.
This was a huge breaking case for the nation, and it really did put ballistics on the map as a new science.
Fred Burke went to prison for killing the police officer, but there wasn't enough evidence to charge him or anyone else with the St. Valentine's Day massacre, a gangland story that still fascinates people almost a century later. And we're standing here talking about something that happened almost 100 years ago.
Yes.
Why do you think this particular thing has endured and people look at it as if it's, not ancient history?
Yeah, it's amazing. I am still baffled to see that there is such an interest still from this 1929 era. We reflect on Chicago. We reflect on the Prohibition. We reflect on Al Capone. Al Capone is known throughout the world. And even today, if you ask anybody about Al Capone, they're going to know about the Chicago connection, and they're also going to connect it with the St. Valentine's Day massacre.
Authorities are certain that the 2 Tommy guns were last used in a crime on Valentine's Day, 1929, when those 7 men were lined up against a wall and executed. But the submachine guns were used before the notorious Chicago massacre. Police say ballistic testing has revealed at least 20 people were gunned down by gangsters with those very guns over the years. Lives ended from Brooklyn to Detroit. The last things they saw in life were the barrels of what would become the Tommy guns of St. Valentine's Day. Chuck Gowdy, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC 7 Chicago Eyewitness News.